Hi guys, and welcome to another unboxing and first impressions, and today we're unboxing the heart rate monitor square, the DW-H5600. So let's open it, but first a few words from the sponsor of today's video, Backlight Japan. Backlight is a proxy service from Japan, allowing us foreigners to buy and shop in Japanese online stores. It covers a wide range of stores including Rakuten, Yahoo Shopping, and many others, and most importantly, Yahoo Auctions, where you can hunt down many discontinued G-Shocks, King Seikos, Grand Seikos, Vintage Orients, and all the other goodies that I've been hunting for years. The cool thing about Yahoo Auctions and Backlight is that they also offer sniper bidding, meaning that you can set the amount that you're most willing to purchase at, the maximum amount, and they will place the bid a couple of seconds before the end of the auction, and that allowed me to pick up some pretty serious watches at some pretty serious discounts. Now they also offer package consolidation, meaning more packages can be packed in one. They offer protective packaging, and most importantly, you can edit the invoice. Another cool thing about them is that they keep getting these coupons or giving away these coupons that can save you on shipping, on their own services, and sometimes even on the shops. Now for this video, they allowed me to share a coupon that gives you 10% discount on any purchase through their webpage. So I'll leave the link to that coupon in the description so you can claim it and start shopping. But be very careful. Once you go down that route, you're soon gonna be buying more than you thought. I was gonna get one G-Shock, it turned out into 4. But that's what happens when you get access to Japanese websites. So again, a huge thanks to Backlight for sponsoring this video. Okay, with that out of the way, let's open the box and see it. Now this is a bit of a fake unboxing because I received this watch today at my work. Now usually I kinda be patient and wait to get home to record with you the initial unboxing, but with this one I was just too excited, and secondly I got it at like 7:30 a.m. so there was no way that I'm gonna wait until 3 p.m. and then go home and everything. So I actually spent the whole day with this watch, so this is more than just the initial impressions because it's been on my wrist for a couple of hours. Now while opening this, I'm wearing my DW-5000 SL, a very appropriate watch because this is a recreation of the original from 1983, and this is the latest evolution. So the box is pretty similar to the one for the DW-6640. Cardboard, nothing special. There are no tins anymore, no special boxes. It comes in this bag. As you can see, it says heart rate, smartphone link, water resistant 20 bar, and dual charging system, solar powered and USB charging. Here we have the hang tags. This is from Japan, so it's in Japanese. You have that little thing that goes around the band, and inside you will find the charging system, which to me is the clumsiest part of this watch, as you can see, and the user manual. Let's move all that away because it's just like a little clip-on. It's not wireless. So let's take out the watch, show you how it looks, and we're gonna move on. So this is the watch itself. It does look amazing, and when you receive it first time, it's gonna be in its power save mode, which doesn't mean that the screen is off, but the connections are off. So it tells you hold down this button here to exit the power save mode, and then it's gonna start working normally. Now this one has been paired to my phone, so when I do that, you're gonna see a little B here, and it's gonna switch to one of the 3 screens. There are 3 screens available. This is screen number 1, there's a screen number 2, and a screen number 3 that I'm probably gonna insert somewhere here. I keep it at screen number 2 because it's my favorite. So let's turn off the power save, and it's gonna not just switch off but go to the default screen that you have selected, and in my case, like I said, screen number 2. 2 reasons why I love this screen is this rectangle here that reminds me of my DW-5000 or the regular squares, and I love that little detail, as you can see. And secondly, this part is customizable. It's the only screen where you can customize what you want to display right here, and you have a range of options from sunrise, sunset data, moon phase data, calories burned, steps made, maximum and minimum heart rate, current heart rate, many things, and I really do like it. This is, for me, the best screen. The watch itself, as you can see, let's just try to zoom out, is not really that much bigger than a regular square. Now this one is a screwback square, so when it comes to thickness, they're actually pretty similar as well. The only thing that makes this one slightly thicker is this bulging sensor here for the heart rate and all the other bio things. Because as you can see, it is slightly more massive. It has bigger buttons that are easier to press than on a regular square, but still not as easy to press as on some other G Squad models. So let's take a look underneath. This is the case back, and you're gonna need this number when you want to pair the watch to the app, because once you download the Casio Watch app, that looks like this, you're gonna have to add the watch and enter the thingy, I mean this number, and then you select the watch that you actually have. Now as you can see, it doesn't have wireless charging, and this is probably the clumsiest solution ever, because you have to clip this on like this, and I really don't like that. Luckily, it's also solar powered, and I actually turned everything on. The notifications, the heart rate monitor to keep monitoring me 24/7, just to see if solar power alone is enough to help you track everything. I already used it today, like wore it all day. I went to the gym, I did some walking. We're gonna see how it behaves. Things that I like, I mean, another difference between this is the band. It is the same length, but as you can see, those holes, there's a lot more holes, and they're spaced closer together, meaning that you can find a better fit than on this watch. The reason for that is probably this sensor, because then you can adjust it as tight as you want. Now some people claim that it leaves traces on your hand. I wore it not loose but not too tight, and my wrist has been okay. I don't have any marks. It's very comfortable. It's slightly bulkier and heavier than the regular 5600, but me being used to a screwback, they're pretty much the same when it comes to the heft. Now the star of this watch is not the heart rate and the smartphone functions, but the screen. This screen is amazing. It has its drawbacks, not having fast enough refresh rate. That's why the stopwatch and the countdown timer only display seconds. They cannot display hundreds of seconds because it's just too slow. But legibility wise, it's amazing. If you follow my channel, you know I love positive screen G-Shocks just because I hate the legibility of negative ones. This is the first negative one where I believe it's even more legible than this. Like, I went into a dark room, like with shadows and everything, when I would have to squint my eyes to see this and probably turn on the light, this was still visible. Now turning on the light, it has a selection between 1.5 and 5 seconds, and the backlight is pretty cool. I'll show you in a couple of minutes. Now, this is a standalone device, meaning you do not have to pair it to your phone. You can adjust everything manually. You can wear it as a regular G-Shock. All the functions are gonna work. That's something I love about smartwatch G-Shocks. Today or tomorrow, in 10 years, when these things are not like compatible with the current phones or whatever we're gonna have in the future, you're still gonna be able to use all the functions on this watch. However, I do advise you to pair it with your phone for two simple reasons. The first reason, for some reason Casio never made the decrease value button. Like on regular G-Shocks, some of them can only move by up, and then you have to cycle all the way back. But more modern ones, pretty much all of them, like the light button is gonna start decreasing the value, and this button is gonna increase the value. But on this, for some reason, the light button only does the light, nothing else. Also, all the buttons are rearranged. So if you wanna cycle through different modes, yes, you're still using the mode button. But if you want to adjust something, you don't go here, but you press and hold this to get into the adjusting screen. And this one is used to go back. So not to like decrease value, but just to go back. So if you're setting something up that has a lot of options, it's pretty tiresome to do it on the watch. Like, let's say if I wanted to set up my age, and I'm 1984, I was born in 1984, it starts at 92, goes to 2100, and then jumps back to 1900. when it comes to years. So it would be pretty much impossible, and it doesn't have speed scrolling, but you have to keep pressing this button. So I just gave up, installed the app, and done it through the app. The second reason why you want the app is the customization. This watch has a lot of modes, and they're arranged at factory like this. So you have notifications, you have heart rate, you have blood oxygen, you have breathing exercise, you have a stopwatch, you have a countdown timer, you have world time, you have this sunrise and sunset data together with the moon phase, you have cardio status, you have life log where it logs all the steps and calories and everything you did throughout the day and month, you have the night mode where it tracks your sleeping habits, you have your activity log where it records all of that, and then you go back to the time and date. That's just one set of the modes. Then you have the fitness modes. To get into them, while you're in this screen, home screen, you press this, and now you cycle with the lower button again. Gym workout, running, walking, interval timer, pretty cool because that one, the basic timer is very basic. This one is pretty cool because you can set the number of repeats, and you have, I believe, up to 5, you know, like a workout, rest, whatever you want. Very cool. And go back to the gym workout. Another thing so that's a lot of modes. And when you pair it to your phone, you can not only rearrange all of these modes. So if I don't want to have notifications as first, I want stopwatch first, you simply rearrange it in the app. Another cool thing is that you can turn each one of these modes on the phone so that it doesn't even appear on the watch. So you can make this as basic as a only time and date watch. You can turn all those modes off, and you don't even have to cycle. Or you can make it a basic G-SHOCK. So you turn off all the advanced modes, and once you go cycling, you're going to have stopwatch, countdown timer, alarm, world time, and back to home screen. Very, very cool. Now, when it comes to using the watch, I believe Casio could have done a better job. Not only because of the missing reverse button or decrease value button, but also whatever you select. So let's say if I want to set up everything, I press and hold this to get into the settings. But whatever it's like, you're not in the settings yet. Everything you do, you have to confirm with this enter button. So you have to press this to get into the settings. And now you can go only one way, like I said, like this. Now, it's not a problem when you have only a few options, but when you have a lot of options, it's pretty tiresome. And then once you're here, again, you have to get inside to set something up, and you can go back with this one by one step. So that's kind of not tiresome, but the problem is, like, I want to go into the stopwatch. So I select the stopwatch, but I'm not in the stopwatch. I again have to enter it by pressing this. And now the start stop is actually here, unlike what used to be. So you will have to rearrange your brain. And I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to use it, but it really isn't that much of a problem. Like learning what each button does. It's more of a problem of doing things twice when they could have done it once. Like if I go to the stopwatch, why doesn't it just jump to this screen? Why does it go to this screen and wait for me to confirm that I want the stopwatch? If I'm in the countdown timer, now just switch to that. No, you have to confirm it. So these things, maybe they'll solve it in a future update. I wish we could skip this step of confirming that yes, I want into a countdown timer. Just leave it like this for a second and then jump into the timer automatically. We're gonna see if they make it like that. I would really like it. Now let's try to put it on my wrist, but like I said, it wears pretty much like a screwback square, only slightly taller because of these bulging sensors. So let's put it on the wrist. And then we're going to test the backlight so you can see. And that's probably going to be it for today for this unboxing. I will be doing a full review and a full tutorial. So here it is on my 6.5-inch wrist. As you can see, it wears like pretty much any square. It's only slightly taller, although as you can see, it wears like a screwback. If you ever wore a screwback, you're going to be fine. If you're used to regular G-SHOCKs, they're not screwbacks. This is going to be a bit heavy and hefty on your wrist, but I actually do like it. I love the fact they included a steel, a metal this prong because I hate when G-Shocks put plastic on it. Plastic is for regular Casios, steel is for G-Shocks. The rubber is that bio rubber like on the 6640, but for some reason it feels different. It feels more premium. It's nice, soft, supple, as you can see, and it doesn't seem as tough nor as hard as this one. I still prefer this one for day-to-day, but this feels like something, I believe, like a GW-H5600 or something like that. At least that's what I imagine. I have one incoming, so we'll compare it. Overall, I do like the watch quite a lot because of the customization. Now, it is a bit of a niche product. Why? Because it's not as good as other fitness trackers on the market that are much more advanced, nor is it good as some G-Squad models when it comes to usability just based on the buttons. But I hate the look of most smartwatches. I also dislike the smartwatch Casios so far when it comes to the design. Like the GBD-2000, the GBD-H1000, they're excellent. They have slightly bigger screens, which makes it more easy to see things, especially in that mode where it shows the steps for each day. But this is how a G-Shock should look. To me, whenever you ask me in the comments, this is my favorite G-Shock because this is the most iconic design and the best design Casio ever did. So when this got pretty close to this, I'm sold. I started using smartwatches ever since I got that Huawei, only when I'm doing workouts and walking. So now I do need a heart rate monitor, I do need my step counter. And I only wear that watch when I'm doing the walking. When I get home, I take it off because I don't like the look of smartwatches on my wrist. I don't like when it keeps popping out notifications. So I always switch out to a G-Shock or something else. With this, I don't have to. I have the looks of this. I have incredible legibility, and I have all the things that I had on that Huawei. Not as advanced, but the things that I need are here. So although I know this watch is not for everyone, it certainly is for me. Oh, another big difference is that it has like that click system for the bezel. As you can see, there are no screws. So it's like that one that I reviewed, and I'll put a link right here, that comes with a couple of bezels so you can change them yourself by simply popping it off. I don't know how this is gonna hold up. That one is holding up pretty good. I never accidentally lost it, so I'm pretty sure this one is gonna be okay as well. Okay, let's do the backlight so you can see how it glows, and that's gonna be it for today. Okay, so let's turn off the light and turn on the backlight. And as you can see, it's pretty cool. It is an LED, but it lights up the screen completely, almost no hotspots. And like I said, it can be 1.5 all the way to 5 seconds, which is pretty cool. As you can see, the heart rate monitor trying to read my pulse in behind. Now, a very cool watch. I really do like it. I didn't think I was gonna like it this much. All the pet peeves that I've had during this whole day of using are solvable through updates. So please, Casio, if you're listening, make the light button turn into a decrease value button when you're in the adjusting screen, and make the modes, once you click into the mode, to automatically jump into that mode, not requiring you to do an additional press of a button to get inside. Those are the only pet peeves. Now for the future, let's say if they decide to, I think they really should use this screen on regular G-Shocks. I know it's not as fast to show you 1/100th of a second, but you can make it count it internally and then display it once you stop the stopwatch. I don't know why that would be a problem. They did it with the analog digital models, some of them, and this is really an amazing screen. I'm really blown away by it. Also, for future updates, please make a more premium version where this is in the same level as this, and maybe make it like wireless charging. I don't know. Now, I deliberately turned everything on, the notifications, like I said, the heart rate monitor to keep monitoring 24/7, because I want to see, and I have some hopes that the solar power alone is enough to power this watch, hopefully not needing that ugly charger. I'm gonna have that report ready for the full review, so do stay tuned for that. Anyways, that's it when it comes to this unboxing and first impressions. Like I said, I really do like the watch. I know it's not for everyone. Many are calling it a big flop, a failure. To me, this design alone is worth getting it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.